All the mods 10, and today um, I just saw something amazing. I had to bring it up because I don't get to geek out that much about other YouTube people, things like that very often, but I gotta mention uh, from Direwolf 20 as best that he could, being as my content isn't exactly um, PC as much as his is, and so I just wanted to bring that up. I put a comment down and about the video that I made inside of his last video, so episode 121, I believe it is. He mentions a comment from someone. He does that, that's me. I told him about the duplication process that I showed in one of my videos, where you can use his paradox machine, and all the mods are Ars Nouveau to bring a block to life, and if you do animate that block, you can duplicate it, which I've been using quite a bit. Um, but yeah, I mean, I've been changing some stuff up. Take a look at my little tower here. It's starting to get to where I like it a little bit more. I got to cover the outside a bit, maybe get rid of some of these feral flares. They're just extra. Gonna cover the outside, and I want to do some form of spiral, I think, going around the outside edges using some wood blocks or some kind of logs or something. Haven't quite decided yet. Yeah, but he mentions Direwolf 20 actually mentions a comment. He was on vacation, he came back and he found out that he's completed this pack. There's no question to that. But the fact that he's able to finish it faster using his mod with Ars Nouveau is kind of cool. Um, And I totally get that he can't say my name like I can say his. Like I could recommend him to anybody because I know that he's PC. He's not going to cuss or swear like I do. And I really don't care. I'm not changing my content just so that I can try and fit a narrative and give strength and power to people who like to censor what you say. Not that I'm saying things like obscenely, but I do say words that people don't like. That's their problem, not mine. Um, I wish that was something that could be addressed in a formal manner with some people, but there we go. There it is. I did make a couple other little changes off camera. I opened a little bit of a hole right here, and it's kind of a neat little effect. You get to see the XP orbs kind of like crawl out from the hole and go into the a vacuum hopper, XP vacuum, which then gets changed into, I think it's XP juice. Whatever Direwolf 20's XP fluid is that he has for his mod, that's what that gets changed into. We are going to take a look at a little bit more of occultism because I didn't do a ton. I did a bit. And and I wanted to bring something up that I didn't bring up before, and that's this bind inventory for the builder, the um, the building gadget. I bind it to a dimensional chest. I can put whatever I want in this chest and fly anywhere, and it will then allow me to use whatever's in the chest to build with. I was building with strip brimwood, obviously, but I think I'm going to switch over to building with another material or two, and I want to decorate this up and maybe make it move. I saw a video that inspired me to make some more create type items. That's why I was over by the create. I want to make it so that I can maybe rotate the entire top half of this thing and are also split it open so that my telescope can come out or something that looks like it. So I had to kind of like think about that for a minute. The rotational energy needed for something like that would probably be pretty high. Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. Um, I did finish up the outside of my silent gems or silent gear um, observatory area. I just need to put well, I want to put a little crown like that over the top of this. I just don't know what material I want to use. It has to be something that's going to allow the light to go through, because I need to be able to allow the starlight to go into the starlight crafter, obviously. Like, that's the name, right? So I got to figure that out. And then I also need to figure out a better way to get around here because this is starting to get to where I have to travel a long ways um, to get into the system. I don't really need anything from this. Obviously, the items I have are pretty hardcore. I did finally get in the mood to do some more artsy stuff, and I find that relaxing and fun. So that's what I'm doing. Um, this shut off. I don't know why. Ethanol's fine. Acetylene, whatever is there. Oh, did I just turn it off? No. The plates are there. What is it that I'm missing? Oh, it's creosote. Okay, so it's just limited by the creosote. That's good. That's fine. I don't want it to run too fast. Um, it looks like quest-wise, I'm gonna back up here. Oh, lightning orb. That's right. I need to be able to make lightning orbs whenever I want. And I did show that in the last episode, I believe, how to do charged creepers with lightning orbs. And I do believe that also was an inspiration. If it wasn't already going to be done by Dyer, he already, yeah, did the thing. Um, Remember I reset all my quests? I forgot to do some of the most basic quest stuff again, like Certus quartz. Um, so if you see that kind of stuff where it gives me credits for stuff, like I said, if it's experience, I'm not going to care. If it's an item, I can just throw it away. It's not like I'm actually cheating. It's, as Dyer put it, cheesing. Cheesing. Yeah. These these are coming from the Drigney farm. And I didn't know that they would come with apotheosis stuff like this. And it's actually very shocking. But it also causes some issues because these all have NBT data on them. Okay. And so that NBT data they can't be stacked. Like this one's the exact, for somehow I got two of the exact same NBT data. So it stacks. It'd be nice if I could encourage that. um, Let me look at how many guard I have. Whoa. There's 310 of these, and then all the rest of these are all, yeah. So I messed up a little, but I didn't mess up. I mean, I meant to do it, but I didn't mean for it to get to this level. I let it run too long, I guess. Yeah, yeah. So I really need to either figure out a way to void those. I guess I can just void them for now, or I could. Oh yeah. Oh, and I created portals to travel, so now I can no more needing for me to go crazy. I can just, you know, get around like that, walk through a portal and a wall, and it takes you wherever I want. That's kind of fun. And let's see, I did upgrade my house a little bit on the inside. I added some decoration type things. I decorated it a little bit. I changed some of the armor stands, added a whole bunch of different armors that I've already collected. And I found out that Bibliocraft is in this pack. I didn't know that at all, but now I do. I also created a different type of bed so that I could have something that looked a little bit less vanilla. Um, yeah, did some cosmetic changes. Nothing insane, right? Just little stuff. That's how I go. I get burned out if I try to do nothing but one type of thing. So just move around to the next thing and move around to the next thing till I feel like it feels comfortable. And then just, yeah, that's what I've been doing. Somehow or another, though, I decided on this red kivy block, this redstone brick kivy blocks, and I think I overdid it a little bit. It just feels like I overdid it. But this is going to be the create area, obviously, so I'm going to have to extend this out quite a bit. I want to make brass precision stuff, and I want to be able to make the crafter. Obviously, I need to make that crafter so I can do things like the Patrick Star, stuff like that. Yeah, there's my updates for my pack that I've done, and that's pretty much it. I did a whole lot of auto crafting fixes. I know it. You might have saw if you watched it all the way through. I had an issue with one of my auto crafting deals. It wasn't working, and I can show you what that was. It was a wrench. I literally used a wrench one block. This right here had a block pointing in this way, and it was inserting items into the molecular assembler. How I have absolutely no idea. Um, but yeah, these items were actually the crafting ingredients for these items were being shoved into this molecular assembler like all at once. It was filled with a big mess. So I fixed that, got that working. I added another row to my assembly matrix frame so that I had more auto crafting room. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, I mean, that's not pretty much it. I also added another sal ammoniac tank or two to basically transfer water from here to here to there. And then take this caloric flux emitter item. Yeah. And since I have it already creating mercury shards from the uraninite and running over to these different items or to these different tanks, actually, I have this one not doing anything really. Oh no, it's used for my single liquefaction cauldron. I wanted to be able to just manually create a what do you call these? Alchemical sulfur. I want to be able to manually create one at a time so that way I can just pull it out and then duplicate it or do whatever I want to with it on a separate system. This is my completed 100%. I'm not messing with it anymore. Uraninite duplication system, and that's what I'm going to keep. These I haven't figured out how to do this yet. If you guys know how to do these, I'm probably going to have to look it up. Um, they are getting power from this sulfuric flux emitter, but I don't know how to make them work. And I want to be able to duplicate elytra, like a bunch of elytra. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. It gives you hints and stuff, and the guidebook's pretty cool, but I don't fully get it. Yeah, I'll get it eventually, of course. All right, let's see what we can get from these. Nothing really that big a deal. I don't think there's a way to automate. But actually, I'll tell you what, if you could let me know, that would be great. Somebody I'm sure in here is smart enough to know um, how to automate this part, this process. The fact that they're all apotheosis gauntlets, that's some of them aren't worth a darn. Right? But the blue ones, those are worth some kind of new, probably at least a rarity shards. Yeah. See, they're going to create crystal shards, which those are the ones I need the most of. There's no way that I know of to upgrade the crystal shards to the next rating. So the level I'm pretty much stuck at is rare. I need to get to legendary if I want to really push. Yeah, and that's yeah, you get the idea, guys. I need to upgrade even farther if I'm going to try and create the best stuff from apotheosis possible. You know, I can't tell you how to do that. I don't think there is a way. I really wish there was. I mean, I wish there was a way for me to figure it out, but there's not a whole lot of videos on how to make it do what you want with that. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, last thing I did just before we move on, I I showed you the duplication. Oh, I had to change my power system for I know, look at this crazy spaghetti mess I created. I didn't have enough energy, even with these ultimate universal cables. They're not ultimate. I mean, they are, but they're not the fastest in the pack. That it looks like these flux points are the fastest. So I went ahead and connected the nitro rods directly to them. And I tried to make, actually I did make the alloy block, all three of them. But this one right here was the hardest one for me to create. The reason for that is it requires an absolute ton of nitro crystals, and I don't have the nitro crystal seed. So that's on me. But then I thought about it, and what if I just go ahead and make some nitro blocks? Matter of fact, why don't we do that for this video? I'll just duplicate a whole bunch of nitro blocks. Or I could do that off camera. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Um, I only need one. Let me show you what's going on. So it requires a ton of power to do this. I believe it's 10 billion. See how quickly that changed? I actually have to slow this system down. Um, because what will happen is this router will end up inserting the next set of items into the energizing orb. So I don't know, I may have to figure out how to separate. Oh, there it goes. See, that was real quick. I could speed it up even further, but when it gets to making a big block item like the alloy, it's so long of a charging time that it starts to send the extra other items into the energizing orb before it's ready to take it. And that just creates a bottleneck, and it shuts it down. It shuts the whole thing down. Like, it turns it off. And I don't want that to happen. I do have these soul chargers on here to increase the speed at which the energy goes into the energizing orb, and I even put one of these soul chargers on top of here just to try and speed it up even faster. But like, I could take this down to 20 ticks, or to 5 ticks even, right? And there. And that's fine. It's just that it'll speed you can see how fast it goes. Right? But see, there's that little bit of time you see that it's charging. It needs long enough, so I put the delay in here and put this on pulsed to slow it down. And it works great for this. I don't even need that this delay for the nitro crystals. It's for when I make the alloys. That's when I have an issue. So I think I can now take the alloys and duplicate them. And if I can do that, oh man, we're gonna be able to rock and roll. But I don't know. I really don't know if it'll work. I guess we can just give it a shot. I got the animate block going. I don't need another one of those. But yeah, this 10 million energy thing, what the heck? Why was it upgrading? Or 9 billion. I'm sorry, 9 billion energy. That takes time to push into that energizing orb. And during that time, it'll try to shove another block into the energizing orb, and it'll ruin the craft. And you'll lose that energy. That energy just gets voided out. So I don't want that. No matter whether I have a ton or infinite energy or not, which I kind of do. And you can see my system working overtime here. Yeah, I'm even dedicated this block here to taking energy in, and it's still not fast enough. That plug is, yeah, I would have to tear down that whole thing, and I just don't feel like it. I thought I turned the lasers off. I really did. I thought I turned those lasers off. But, yeah, all my systems are running good. I can block them off now. I don't have to worry about them getting clogged at the moment. Here's my battery bank. These are, what, 128 million energy per block. Yeah, so to do that, I don't think people realize how much a billion is. I really don't. So, oh, oh, that's sad. Oh, there's my nitro block. All right, let's go see if we can duplicate these. 'Cause if I can duplicate these, um, I can then, I can relax because then I can set up an automated system. You know what I need to do? Let's go ahead and make a portal into this deal. Let's go ahead and do two. Okay, it automatically does two. If you make a portal and you screw up and you accidentally make a portal without a frame, and then you make another one, let's say it's too close on accident, which I've done on accident, you can spaghettify yourself. It'll destroy you. Look, it did it again. Why is that happening? I need those crystals too. I don't know why just that one side is doing that. I'm guessing I need to move or create a different collection system. Let's go ahead and take this compact machine. See, it picks the compact machine up, no problem. And let's put it right here in the ground. And it shouldn't have changed anything. Let's go ahead and click here and select portal. Now I need to get a shrinking device and go inside there. All right, take the personal shrinking device, go inside my time chamber. I guess I could call it that. And let's make it so that I come out. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I guess I need to place it there. And then, and I have been starting to label my portals because, well, I need signs to do that. It's no big deal. I just want to craft a sign. How hard is it to craft a sign? Give me a sign, thank you. All right. I'll just call it a time room. All right, good deal. Then time chamber. There, time room, time chamber, same difference, but inside, outside. That way I don't have to carry this shrinking device anymore. I can just put that away. I'm going to attempt, I guess, not during this episode, but maybe during the next one, I'll have the time to create an automatic duping system. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I have ideas. So, well, let's just see if I can do this first. And you need to go. I don't want you hanging out in the air anymore. The big one's going to be this nitro crystal. If I can do that, that'd be great. Let's move that. Can I move that away from the wall? Oh, this is the size. What? Oh, I get it. Oops, wrong way. Right, I want to move that. Why does it keep on moving this? I keep on moving the wrong direction here. Okay, hold on. One more. Back. There. Why is there a hole in the middle? I don't get that at all. Is that going into... Fascinating. I've never messed around with a half a block motion. It's an interesting concept. Yeah, I need to go. For right now, I don't need to go that high. I also created a, what do they call Aloe, whatever from Ars Nouveau at Ars, Elk. Alakazamish, whatever, this guy. Alakar, why do you have to name it such a weird thing? I've created one of these. It's running. You just use the pottery shards I gathered, which I didn't even think they were going to be useful, so I'm glad I got them. And you can get all these really cool little items. I got the biggest one was the bee. I wanted this bee, but I do want one of these brown amber saplings. But I did get the bee. I got the bee. Well, at least I got the bee egg. And I will be setting up a genetic system for my bees. I have to. And I didn't know you could get a sniffer egg this way either, but that was the thing I was missing for a while. So I will do that. I set up an ocean area, so that's where he's at. Well, I want to move it east. There. All right, let's stop playing with that. Let's do a snapshot and see if it will duplicate without bring them being alive. All right, it does not work without them being alive. So we're about to find out if you can even animate these guys at all, and then I will. Okay, good. Yes, you can. Ha! Snapshot. And now try not to create any kind of Am I missing one? Oh, buddy. Eventually what'll happen is they'll end up getting trapped and they'll die from suffocation. I just don't want to create a paradox on accident. I mean, I do want to create a paradox in a way because I want to know how to stop it. I believe Dyer says you just got to throw a time crystal in there, which is why I'm so obsessed with the time crystals getting collected properly. Yeah, see how they're dying on their own now? All right, let's turn this off before I get a paradox. Quest complete. Yeah. I had, oh, I guess I've never picked them up. That's funny. All right, how many do these do? Oh, look at all this. Is it cheesy, as Dyer said, to do this kind of stuff? Yeah, but you know what? Look at how much time and energy literally I'm saving myself. I don't care. It's in the pack. They knew about it. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. I broke my system. I need to get my... I didn't mean to have it hit that. I need to block this off. See what happened with the fluid? It's gonna sit there now. Hopefully it'll get used up here in a second, I'm sure. Yeah, so I'm just duplicating these alloy blocks. Now you can compress these now if you have enough, you see, and then you can do it again and just basically down compress or uncompress them as you need. So I don't need that one. I do need this one. That one's regular. That one's a multi-block. Times 2. Yeah, this is working out pretty good. So now I have these. So that's times 3, times 1. Yeah. Okay, let's move this. Well, let's block that off. So what are we going to do to block that off? I said I was going to do occultism, but I think this is what I'm going to do. I don't know what to tell you. Take some glass. What kind of glass do I have that'll stop them guys from going through there? Might as well go ahead and get use for this, since I created so much of it. I don't want to I don't know what's going to happen when the paradox forms. I'm not too sure. I've never, I've heard it breaks blocks. Being confined into this area will definitely be a bonus if they break blocks. If it destroys the blocks or voids the blocks, that could be a bit of a problem. I mean, there are consequences to letting something run continuously. I have no idea how Dyer sets up his system, so I really don't. So it's going to be a guess. Let's try and safeguard this thing a little bit. I'm going to play. This can be placed anywhere, so it's not a huge issue. And these can output automatically by rotating the dial on the front. What am I looking at here? 71 point. Okay. Let's take a router, and we want a flinger module. Sounds funny, I know. Take a flinger module. Make sure it's got power to bypass limit. Okay, so now this thing can work no matter where it's at. I'm going to show it. And let's go ahead and move the block. We're going to move it to right here. So let's go. I love that about this. All of Dyer's stuff, it's more complicated, but its versatility is so much better. Like that's incredible, right? Because it's not even involved in this block area now. I don't care for this block being empty in the center, though. I don't truly understand all that. You see what I mean? Like, I don't really get that right there. But that looks like a decent area. I want to maybe bring that in a little. Okay, so the middle isn't going to be touched. That kind of gives me a place to place a block that I don't want to be messed up. Because I don't know where the paradox is going to show up. That's the biggest thing. Like, I don't know how that works. If a paradox shows up and it's outside of these solid compact machine walls, I don't really think I have to mess with it. But if it shows up and it forms like in the center right here, that could be a huge issue because it could be blocked by the blocks that are being created. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is going to... Okay, it works weird. Did it just form guys outside in the void? Yeah, so there is a possibility then that there's a definite possibility that I could be forming the paradox outside of the chamber. And if that's the case, then I'm safe, actually. So that's pretty nice. Look at all these nitro blocks. Isn't that nuts? All right. This is going to be the new snapshot. I want one there, one there. When I get the all the mod star block, that's when it's really going to kick off. So let's get a collector. Not that kind. I need the collector from Dyer. He's got the one of the better ones. Zycraft's is actually really good too. In fact, Zycraft does not create entity issues, so let me do that. I don't know if Dyer's does or not. The just Dyer things is interesting, but yeah, I know I'm overusing this dimensional chest. I really don't care. And since I'm not sure where the paradox will form, it just voided it out. Oh well. Or no, it didn't. It used it. So I'm good. What's the range on this thing? There's a filter system in here, but I don't really understand it all. This flinger module will be used. I can't use it until I know exactly where. What does this do? Ah, well, that's great. Well, I gotta do something real quick. I'm gonna run out of time before I even get anything done. I need to void the trophies. Let's go over here to my destruction system here and go trophy. These kind. I wonder why. All of them aren't showing up. Yeah, they're cool looking and all, but I don't need them. Let's start with the one I have the most of, and that's these Vexes. And it's set for fuzzy. So, I mean, in theory, okay, cool. Do I really want to lose my dragon one? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to end up with a bunch of these, probably anyway. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, that's going to save me some space too, because they're not stacking right. Well, very well. Uh, that's my cultism travel. While I'm here, might as well go ahead and do another portal and go straight into the other room. I'll just, again, call it time chamber. And then I better get to the time chamber. Excellent. And we'll just add there. Make another sign. And CPU room. There. CPU room. Right, we're good? Sweet. How much time do I have? I got a little bit. I got enough time. Hopefully I can get through some of this. All right, snapshot will be after I animate them. So I want them to not move. So I need to surround them with, I guess again, I could just use this. I mean, I could use interdiction torches and just hold them in stasis mode or one of the two. Like I could just stasis them. Like I did the charged creeper. I made this glass door. I didn't know why. I really don't. Hopefully this doesn't paradox right here. But the fact that I can just run through it, that's what's really going to be helpful. Like they can't go through it, but I can, right? So that's, and I'll just leave the top open. It's going to be cheesy, but at least I'm getting myself ahead in the pack to a point where I can finish it. To be honest with you, the pack is amazing. I'm not doubting it, hurting it, hating it, or anything. But let's check the range. But I am getting kind of burned out. I need to take a little bit of a break on it. Okay, the range on that isn't good. So let's switch over to Dyer's collection system. I can choose the area for that a little better. At just Dyer, and I don't have anything at all. What? Oh, there we go. What's going on here? It's only fair that I use his system anyway. I think I might need a sensor as well, so let's go ahead and do that. And I could create multiple paradox machines. Technically, think I think I could I could in theory set up a system that would break it and replace it with a new one and then throw the old one away. It's super weird, but I was just thinking about that. I could probably do that. All right, let's just do the energy collector. And then we won't have to worry about doing that. But yeah, you can see I've been making lots of patterns. I don't try to make as many patterns as I can on camera. I don't want to bore people to death watching me just click around in the system. I really don't have a choice though. At some point, I'm gonna do it. All right, show area, and we're gonna raise that up one block. We'll just match the same size. So it'll be 3Z1, so 2, 1, 3. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. There. Yeah, that's good. All right, so 2, 1, 3. That's going to give me the same exact size. Now I just need to move it. That's going to be different. Up 1. Go, what, 2 more blocks in that direction. And it looks like we matched up. Okay. So I don't want to see that anymore. I don't want to have to see that. I don't really worry about the pickup delay. I'm not worried about deny list. I just want everything to go into the dimensional tank, this system here. We're still not overflowing the system, so we're good. Let's. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was like, why am I out of fluid a little bit? There. Full of fluid, full of energy. Let's go. I'm gonna run out of juice. There you go. Okay. They're all running around. They can't get out. Take a snapshot. And what are you doing? Holy smoke, I didn't know that would happen. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually really cool. You can bring those guys to life too. So keep that in mind. Now let's do a snapshot. I don't want. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna end up triggering this thing. I might as well see. I've got 7. Okay. Now I gotta kill them. So how am I gonna kill them automatically? That's gonna be the question. 73.75. They're just dying? Yeah, it's just running on its own now. I don't even have to kill them. They just die after a certain period of time. That's actually great. Weird, but great. Then I have to be able to break the blocks at range. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, that's working out. Are they going to climb out? They're going to try and climb out. They're going to eventually be able to climb out. I don't want that. They're trying to follow me around because I'm like their maker or whatever, but this is going to suck if the paradox machine wipes me out in here. But at least you'll see it on camera. I'm not cutting away or anything until I'm done. I hope this is high enough. I mean, I can build to the unbreakable walls if I need to. I'm assuming that they're dying from time, like they don't last forever. We're at 78, 79. I'm getting a little worried. All right, let's get this block breaker set up. We'll just set it up right here. Oh, I know what to do. Let's set it up right here. That way it gets the free energy that's already coming from that. Well, whatever, the energy. I bet I'm already collecting stuff, aren't I? Oh man. Paradox machine, don't ruin my game, man. All right, we're gonna need something to break the blocks with, so let's go pick. And what's the best unbreaking glide? Well, we can use. No, that requires energy. We'll just make another titanium pick. That's a little bit of a waste, but it's unbreakable, so. All right, I want that on high for right now. All right, let's pause this for a second. I need to set up the braking. All right, show area, and we're going to do the exact same thing we did before at 213. So on this one, it's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. We're going to come up, what, 1, up 1. What? There. So now it overlays, right? Turn it all off. Okay, cool. So that's going to break the blocks in that area. I should actually increase the height. So as these guys climb up, just in case they fall outside of this area. Oh, that's going to be a problem though. I don't want it to break this, so I'm going to deny the breaking of the class. Everything else, hunky-dory. Take the render off. Increase the speed by decreasing the ticks. There we go. That's automated now. I don't want to leave it. These are just regular blocks. These are ×2. These are ×3. So I need to create 3 more of those. And then I'm going to change the recipes for these and make them into downgrading from this down to it. I guess that would work. And then I got to create a flinger that's going to fling. Once it senses the paradox, it'll fling a time crystal into the paradox and turn it off. And then it'll just let the system keep running. I'm assuming that'll work. All right. We're getting close. I'm going to let it sit for a second. I'm a little antsy because I'm like really worried that this is going to fail. I've never tried this before. I could probably kill them, but see, it looks like it's just easier just to let it run. Yeah, that's working great. I got enough now to make that even higher. It's 8. And there's 9. All right. Yeah, you have to see if I don't hit them, they won't go flying. They just basically plop in place, and I think that's better. I wonder what the time is on these. There's probably a timer I could set to do this with time. Yeah, just fall and die, dude. Okay. We'll do another snapshot here in a second. You get the idea. We're already at 4x nitro crystals. I'm gonna leave those alone. And then we'll do the alloy. Yeah, that's not expected. That was more than I expected out of that one. This is gonna save me an absolute ton of resources that I have infinite almost of anyway, but the amount of it it's gonna save and is mhm. Better turn that off. Okay. Wait. Where's the 1x? Where'd it go? Oh, it's right. This is it. It's so confusing getting so many of these. Okay, this is the 2x, this is the 2x. I have two 2x's. And this one's a 4x. So let's pause this. I'm gonna go here. Hey, pause this. Wrong one. Pause that. This is gonna give me room too to also uh, when you just don't pay attention to what you're doing. I'm getting too excited for this because this is gonna be an amazing thing. I wish I could just snapshot it without it being living. How my nether stars doing? Right. The question is, how many of these nether star blocks do I want to duplicate also? Like, how far do I want to go? That's the thing. I could shut down my systems with these. You know what I mean? What is it that I need the most of these nether stars? Do I need anything times 2, times 3? Okay, so the times 3 is used for the star. So I need to make it to its time and make them times 3. So this one right here. Boom. So there's the times 3. And then all the modium blocks, the alloys. Which one is it that I need for the recipes for those? Times 3 as well? No? 4? None of them. That's actually good. So just a single. So that's going to take care of these. Yeah, the singles I can downgrade to. All right. So tell him, hey, you're now. Wow, he is energetic, isn't he? Look at him go. Little little bit of weirdo there. And then done. And nitro crystals, I think this is the 1x to make those. I won't even need to make those anymore. I actually don't even know if I need to use nitro crystals anymore at all. So it's a 2x. Yeah, I'm not even gonna need nitro crystals anymore. That's psycho, really. I need to speed up the breaker. Uh-oh, we're getting close. We're at 92.5. All right, let's speed the breaker up. Very good. Be ready to do a time crystal. Going to cause all kinds of weird effects, so I apologize. Yes, I think you can animate the time blocks also. So like you might be able to do that too. Let's turn that off. I just realized I might need to. There, buddy. All right. Let's animate the time crystal. So let's put it right here. Before I go in there, let's turn the block off. Okay, there. I can animate the time crystal too. Okay, so that will save me, well, infinite. I can infinitely create its own thing now. So did I just cheese completely out the pack by doing this? I think I broke the pack doing that. Now I feel kind of awful. I mean, it's good, but I just realized that I don't even need to have any kind of time system, and I could probably do Fluix blocks as well. So if I do 9 of those, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, I did just cheese out the game. Um, I I know it's gonna happen. They're gonna block this. Someone's gonna find out that I did this, and they're gonna immediately. Let's just go ahead and put this on. Okay, let's animate those. Now stop that. 93.75. All right. I also want to be able to. Hey, get out of my way, guy. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, there it goes. Dude ran right in front of me. All right, now snapshot those. I don't know if I needed the nitro crystals at all anymore, but I'm gonna leave them in there. But that ignored. And now I can, in theory, okay, the paradox should be coming anytime soon. Real soon. And I'll need time crystals, so I better get ready for that. Oh, how did you get outside? Did I turn you off? That way, if they fall outside the area, they'll still get picked up. All right, when's it coming? It's at 97. We're about to find out on camera what happens when you don't have a system set up already. but I don't know where to even put the thing. 98.5. I mean, this probably gives me infinite time crystals. Can you, okay, you can't. I was gonna say, if you can compact those. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a storage drawer and I'm going to put all these into a compacting storage drawer and they'll just, okay, where is it? It's on the outside. Hey, 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 hey. Is it on the outside? What is that it? Oh, that's it right there. So it appears, oh, this is gonna be too easy. I don't even need a flinger module. Straight down, whitelist that, sensor. I want to show the sensor. We'll bring her down. Yeah, this is not going to be hard at all. I was way concerned for no reason. Let's move it. It needs to be offset. Nope, wrong way. $31. Just so I can stop that. All right, greater than. Hmm. Pulsed. Okay, good. Okay, so I want it pulsed and I want it to deny air greater than 0. And I need it to be in the middle. Oh, is 9 as far as it goes? I can make it bigger though, right? All right, good. Now I want it to go, and then, nope, wrong way. There. So now, I'm pretty sure the paradox forms in the center, right at this location. So this is what? 1 block off the ground, roughly, right? Should be straight below. All right. And so 1 block off the ground is already covered. We're good. Oops. That's it. Hey, we just automated it, and I think I'm out of time. Yeah, I'm over time, but I got to automate. That's it. That's fully automated now. Now, if I wanted to speed it up even further, I could kill these guys. Well, this thing is taking a minute to break stuff. Speed up, buddy. the nether star blocks are really the ones that are kicking it. Fluix might not be necessary, and the nitro blocks probably aren't necessary. I'm not too sure. So that's the video, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, man. I mean, thanks for 100 followers. I got finally got to 100. If you know someone that's interested in seeing some tricks and tips and stuff like that, I can come up with more. This is just one of the ways that I came up with of doing this. There's probably better ways of doing it, but I mean, look, I can't stress how much time and energy this is going to literally save everybody if they're playing this pack. And I'm 100% sure that they're going to patch this. For sure. Pretty sure. And I don't care. Once they do, I'll just stop playing. Or I'll just set it up a different way. I can always find another way. There's always another way. In modern Minecraft, your imagination is really the limit. Right? Minecraft in general. So this is my way of painting artwork and being crafty and engineering stuff. This isn't necessary, but I hope the paradox. I'll follow the paradox and see if my paradox shutdown system works as well. It should. These are dimensional, so I'll have a sender set to here. From a router. Yeah, another router. The interdimensional workings is awesome. Let's go to time room. And we'll just, I mean, these are going to stay full. Yeah, it looks like I need a collection system over here. That's kind of frustrating. Just need a regular export bus and a cable. Look what I got, a collector. Already. Hey, whoa, there's some lag going on now. Time crystals. Huh, that actually worked. Okay, that was not intended. All right, there we go. And it's working. We come back in here. Plenty. And that's it. Now we're gonna have any block you want to fit inside this. I can change the shape, obviously, make it bigger, smaller, and 2x times 10x, whatever x you want. I don't think I'll run out. And the system should automatically detect that the air has changed. Oh, I need to give it energy. Now it's got energy. Cool. All right. Time room. What is this? Not within range. Swapper. What do we have that could collect up these crystals that's already connected to the system? This would be great if it was close enough. Oh well. Guess we're gonna have to add another one of these to the system. I really don't know what's collecting them now. If I did, I think it's the range collector. Matter of fact, it might be the range collector. I can hear it running. Yeah, it's this range collector over here. Um, is that the most for the range? Maybe that's the issue. I just need to increase the range. Oh, that's it. It don't go any farther. 6 is as high as it goes. Hmm. That's just 1 block away? 2 blocks away, so? I could just add one to this, huh? Just add a vacuum and then just do the same. Should be close enough. Oh, I don't want that. This is my dimensional chest that I can change to anything I want. Lightning and bottle system. Well proved. Yeah, let's just go ahead and set up a system that's actually there. I want to get a teleport portal right there next. Nice. I'm teleporting everywhere. Yeah, problem solved. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Have a good one.